Good. Roberto, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Some good news this afternoon, confirming Ansu Fati. How pleased are you to get this deal done?
I'm very pleased. We are very pleased. It's a big player. We lost Enciso, and we needed one big player. We are lucky because we have a lot of young player, potential top player, and it will be one responsibility more, no? Because if you work with this talent, you have much responsibility because it's a football heritage, and we can make mistake with this player because football needs this talent, and you have to manage in different way.
When did you learn of the opportunity to potentially sign Ansu?
But we didn't think before then, 3-4 days ago. But we knew very well Ansu, and when we understood there was the possibility to bring him, we worked on this negotiation. No?
What have you said to him about Brighton, about how you want him to play?
No, I'm used to speaking in with True. No, I told him our style. I think is very close with his characteristic, with qualities. I think the Brighton is a club who can help the young player, and the dressing room is fantastic, and we will play Europa League. We want to compete in Premier League last season as well. But sincerely, I spoke sincerely.
Was he registered in time to play tomorrow against Newcastle?
È stato registrato in tempo per giocare domani
No, I
con
think
Newcastle?
no. But anyway, he didn't work in the last 4 or 5 days, and
okay, and there's still time in the transfer window. Are you expecting any other deals, any other players coming in or players going out?
but I don't know. I think now we are complete in every part of the pitch. We have a very good squad, but for sure we have to work to find the solution to help the new players to come inside, to understand better the idea, to improve the physical condition. But I'm really happy. I think we can compete. We have to find the balance, but we can compete like last season.
It's not just last season, it's a new season with European football and the Europa League draw. Ajax, Marseille, AK Athens. What do you make of the draw? Happy?
No, happy or sad is not a problem, but it's a tough group. Ajax, Marseille, and AEK Athens are all good team, but we are good team too. No, it will be a very tough group, but we have the enthusiasm. It's the first time Brighton can play the Europa League. You can imagine what will be our attitude, behavior, and passion to make points and to qualify for the next step.
I was going to say, does it feel like a very proud day for everybody associated with Brighton? The draw to actually see Brighton's name alongside European giants in Ajax, Marseille in particular.
Yes, but the proud you can be proud for 2 3 minutes, not too much, and then you have to think Newcastle first of all, because tomorrow we don't play in Europa League, but we play in Premier League. The last game we lost, and was difficult to accept the result, to accept our mistakes, and we wanna play better. We wanna make points. We wanna win, and then after the break of the Premier League, we will think to Europe League.
Couple more on tomorrow. What's the latest team news? Have you got any injury concerns at all?
Danny Welbeck can't play. He's not available.
What's the situation with him?
But was injury, muscular injury, but it's not so bad the situation. And then we are in a good condition.
Final one from me. This week we saw Lewis Dunk called up to the England squad. How pleased are you for your player, and what was his reaction to the news?
Yes, you forget Pascal Gross.
I haven't forgotten.
Yes, because you are England, no? No, both were two incredible news for us. But we are a small club. We are not used to this news, and for us is a proud, is like to win a trophy, because if you work with this club, you work to reach this target, and is a proud, they deserve, I think, and I'm working to help my players to reach this target. Is one part, very important part of my work, to help the young player to become better and to live in a big team, and to help the other players to reach this individual target. But I have also the other target to compete in Europa League, to compete in Premier League, and to play better and better.
Thanks, Roberto. So did you say you can't make a mistake with Ansu Fati because football needs him because of his potential and talent? Can you expand on that? How exciting?
Yes, but I always thought like this with Mitoma, with Julio Enciso, with Facundo Buonanotte, with Bill Gilmore. Especially for Ansu Fati or Joao Pedro, or last season for McAllister and Casado, especially for the big talent like Joao Pedro, Enciso, Buonanotte and Ansu Fati. I feel the responsibility to help this talent to become great players, because sometimes the coaches think only of the result of only their career, but football needs to have a great players like in the past, where Ronaldo or other big talent. No, I think is a big responsibility, and I feel it.
He's only started, I think, 20 games in the last 3 years because of injury. How is he in injury terms now, and have those injuries affected his confidence?
If Ansu Fati plays 20 games on his qualities are enough.
Fair enough. With the Europa League draw, I know you'd be happy with anyone, but was there a teeny tiny bit of you that wanted Atalanta?
No, was a nice if we played in Italy, but I'm working for Brighton, for the Brighton club, and we want to win the group. We want to play one step forward. It's not important which club we have to play against.
As a proud Brescia man, have you kept a close eye on Sandro Tonali, who you'll be up against?
Domani team molto particolare contro Sandro Tonali.
Yes, unfortunately, I have to keep my focus not only Tonali, because Newcastle is a very good team. They are many good players, and Tonali is one of them. Tonali, Joelinton, Gordon, Almiron. They are one of the best team in Premier League.
The way Newcastle played against you in May, do you see any similarities with the way West Ham played last week?
No, West Ham and Newcastle played in totally different way. Newcastle pressed it very strong, very high, and with incredible intensity, and West Ham played in the last 30 meters, and it's difficult the same, because there are two different games, but in terms of difficult, more or less are difficult both.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Roberto, with the exciting arrival of Ansu Fati, does that mean that maybe Buonanotte Alzati may be leaving today, or maybe
No.
obviously further forward, or more likely to stay?
No, Buonanotte, absolutely no. I think he will be the right space for me. He's at 2004. He has to spend time like Julio Inciso and Ferguson in the last part of the last season, but I have big confidence in Facundo. He is improving. From the half of September until the end of October, we will play 10 games, and he has to arrive in a good condition, because he will play one part of these 10 games.
In terms of the goalkeeping situation, obviously Barbara Bruggen came in, you had Jason for the first two. How are you looking to balance that going forward in terms of that one position?
Depending of the game, but both are great keepers for us. You don't think if we lost against West Ham and we won with Jason, because it's not for the Bart responsibility, Verbruggen responsibility. We lost with Verbruggen, but we could lose with Jason too. No, it's not a problem. I want to manage both in this way, because he's another good player. Bart Verbruggen is important for me, for the club, and is affidabile, reliable like Jason.
Just one on Newcastle. They've made a lot of new signings, not just Tonali, but Barnes, Gordon as well. Do you see them as significantly stronger this season? Because they obviously have Champions League as well.
But I think yes, because Tonali is a top player, and the other Livramento, and they are working very well in transfer market, because the players are very good. Bruno Guimaraes is, I think, one of the best midfielder in Premier League. They are a really clear idea of football, particular style, and they deserve to play in Champions League. Last season they deserve to reach the Champions League target.
Thank you.
Cameras off, guys.